Hi everyone, welcome to Weekly Analysis by Trade with Asim and Sajjad. Last week we witnessed some volatility in the market. In the first 3 days of the week, the US dollar went up, and then in the last 2 days, then it dropped. In the coming week, I'm expecting the same movement, like it might just continue to drop in the first 2 or 3 days of the week, and then from Thursday, US dollar will get some strength and will close in a stronger position. So if we have a look on the economic calendar, on Monday and Tuesday we don't have anything special for the US dollar which can impact its price, though the FOMC member speech, this is just a normal event, so I don't expect any volatility for US dollar. Then even on Tuesday, despite weekly crude oil stock news event, nothing special for the US dollar. So at least for the first 2 days of the week, I'm looking for a stronger euro, GBP, and Australian pairs. For Australian dollar, we have RPA meeting minutes on Tuesday. This is very important event, and I'm seeing some good news for the Australian dollar. On Wednesday, we have a very busy day in terms of news events, especially for the GBP and Canadian pair, and also for the US dollar. We will have inflation report hearing. This is a very volatile news event, and we might see bigger spikes in the GBP pairs. For Canadian dollar, we have core retail sales, and forecast looks pretty weaker. We might see a rally in the USD CAD pair. Then later we have for US dollar existence home sales, a news event, though it might not just have much impact, but still we can expect some sort of bigger spikes in the US pairs. Crude oil inventories are very important for the oil prices and Canadian pairs. FOMC meeting minutes, it's a very important news event, and we can expect some huge volatility in the US pairs. I'm expecting a bigger rally. From Wednesday or early Thursday, we can expect a stronger US dollar. Then on Thursday, we have a German manufacturing PMI for the euro pair. Also, ECB will publish account of monetary policy, and this is very important event for the euro pairs. For US dollar, we have new home sales, and then medium impact news for New Zealand and JPY. Friday, very important news event for euro, German GDP, and though the forecast is the same, but we can expect some bigger rally in the euro pairs. Then at the US Open, we have a core durable goods orders, and this news event might give some support to the US dollar, and we can see bigger rallies. So let's move to DXY, US dollar currency index. DXY looked so good last week. It went up in the first 3 days of the week, but then it started dropping, and on Thursday and Friday it dropped badly. At the moment, it's looking like it's getting ready for a smaller correction. I'm looking at 95.08 initially. If it will come to this level in the coming 3 days at least, and then from there, because we have some stronger news data for the US dollar, it can climb up again to somewhere around 96.20 or so. If we have a look on the daily time frame, here you can see, in the early week it went up, but then from there it started dropping. On Friday it closed in a very strong bearish candle, and I'm expecting the continuation for the next 3 days at least, and from there it can bounce back. If I can just squeeze up the chart, here you can see we have a very strong support for Dixie, and 95.08 is a very key support level. So from here I'm expecting a bounce back. We move to Euro USD. Euro dollar managed to bounce back from a very strong weekly support level. At the moment, it's looking in control, and in the next coming week, I'm bullish on a euro dollar. My initial target is 1.1599. If we have a look at the daily time frame, we can see a confirmation of the bullish trend. At least it will try to reach to this level, and from here, if the dollar gets strengthened again, then it might start dropping off. But at least it will try to reach to 1.1599. We move to pound dollar. Pound dollar is also looking good, though it closed in a weekly doji candle because of the weaker US dollar and some news events for the GBP will confirm that it's supposed to go up. My initial target is 1.2989 for the coming week, and from there it can start dropping again. If we have a look at the daily time frame, on the daily time frame, it's just making very small candlesticks, but just making confirm that it's about to set off for a bigger target. After reaching 1.2989, we will see the market momentum and trader sentiment. Overall, I'm bullish on pound dollar. We move to USD JPY. For the last few weeks, we are seeing a confusion between buyers and sellers, though the overall trend is bullish, but it needs a correction. I think in the coming week, dollar yen can drop further to 108.64. I'm targeting this level because it closed in doji, and in the previous week too it closed in a bearish candlestick. So at the moment, the momentum looks like building for bearish trend. If we can see the daily time frame, you can see it started going up from Monday, but then at the end of Friday evening, it just closed in the same place. So in the next few days, I'm expecting a drop in dollar yen, and initially it's supposed to drop at least to 108.64. We move to USD CAD. Dollar CAD on the weekly time frame looks like getting set for another drop. Though in the previous week it went up high, but last week because of a stronger Canadian data, it dropped badly, and right now it can just continue to drop further to 1.2978. I'm bearish on USD CAD. If we have a look on the daily time frame, here you can see on Friday, because of the Canadian data, it dropped badly, and from Monday to Wednesday it can drop further to our expected price level. We move to USD CHF, and it has been moving in a sideways channel for the last at least two months or so. We are not seeing any clear direction. For in the coming week, if it starts dropping down, at least it's supposed to drop to 0.9864. In case it if it starts going up, this time I'm seeing a break of the previous resistance level, and it can rally for a very big target. If it goes up, I'm looking at 1.0097. Let's see how it looks on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, you can see most probably it will drop, but if it goes up, I think this week it's supposed to go up all the way. Though I'm neutral on USD CHF, I'm not trading this unless I see any clear direction, then I will try to enter. We move to Aussie dollar, and Aussie dollar, I think it's doing well. It bounced back, and right now it's heading to at least a 0.7386 level. If we can compare it on the daily time frame, you will see a clear picture. Here it is. It's a very strong momentum building up, and the target looks easy, though from here it can start dropping again because still it's below 50 and 100 moving average. You can see whenever it comes near to 50 moving average, the price drops again. So we just go with the trend. So far the correction is due, and at least 0.7386 looks quite possible. New Zealand USD also looking very good at the moment, and after a very long bearish trend, it has started a reversal. I'm looking at 0.6800 for the coming week. At least it can come to this level. If we can compare it on the daily time frame, here you can see very slowly and gradually it has started a momentum, and I'm looking this time even it's possible that it can break 0.6800. In the coming week we also have a global daily trade price index and then trade balance news event for New Zealand dollar. So I hope that it will give more boost to the New Zealand economy, and our expected target is easy to achieve, and even in the longer run it can break the previous resistance level and can even reach to 0.690 and above. Let's move to gold on a weekly time frame, and all the way it's bearish, but a bounce back from 1161 level. This was a very important support level, and the way it bounced back, it's confirming that at least it's heading to 1200 area. If we can just have a look at the daily time frame, and here you can see this candlestick on the Thursday, and then the next day continuation of that. It's a very strong indication that it's heading to a bigger correction. My first level is 1203 at least, and if it just keeps the momentum it can even go to around 1218, and then the next one is 1232. I'll be just careful, as I mentioned in my opening words, that in this whole month and at least 15th of September, we will see the same sort of movement in the market. The market will just move up and then down, so we can trade only with the smaller targets. So I'm keeping my target short at least to 1203. Then from here we might see another drop in the gold. Gold prices are setting up for a very big trade, and I'm looking forward to have a long-term trade in gold. I will definitely share with all of you guys. We move to Nasdaq 100, and Nasdaq 100 on weekly time frame and all the time frames, it's in a very strong bullish trend, though for the last 1 month or so it's moving in sideways channel. In the coming week I'm looking at a 7557 level. Hopefully this time it will break the previous resistance level, and it's heading to at least to 7800 and above. Let's see how it looks on the daily time frame. And on the daily time frame too, in the first 3 days even then it looked very good, but then on Wednesday it dropped. Thursday and Friday it tried its best. Right now it has closed in a bullish doji candle, and from Monday to Wednesday at least I'm looking at this level. So let's see how it goes. That's all about our weekly analysis. Thank you very much for watching. I wish you best of luck for the coming week. Take care. Bye.